She like I mean.
today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Buffalo Bills taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Allen going to go to the air right away. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They run for the first time with James Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts' 18-yard line. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Well, season, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Understandable. We're going to see some of this first game of the year and a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we maybe see some of this in the early part of the game.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. This complete to Langford. They get 15, but they still need it a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. Inside the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dive. The long one way out there, but it'll be third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Colts. A big play there. 71 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like. Throwing is Allen on third. Dancing to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Rolling to his left. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for Indy. 55 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. Already.
Come on. Hey, 19, Tiger. Undercut. Check back. 18, Cardinal. Panther 11.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. On the option to give to Taylor here. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they... Allen now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Indy set to go on offense once more. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Now a dump off here complete. On the move past the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 34 yards the gain that time, another first down.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into first down and then some. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second and 4. Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field,
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Down Ranger, down Ranger. Hey, man, Franco. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Unlock line, ready.
They'll set up a throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, ready.
Mike, 49. All day, baby. Check 4. Switch.
Tight dog. Check, hurt. Check.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down.
60
He'll look to throw. They're going right back to Pittman. He's got room at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A nice little juke. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, 26 yards. From just shy of midfield, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Ed Oliver coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
Check 53. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. Down the left sideline. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Allen. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified. Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 96 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check smash, ready, go.
They run once more with Taylor. Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So that penalty on the offense, and the fumble recovery will stand. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Throw left side, complete to Ross. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
After the sack on 1st down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
She-Rag got me.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be dropped up. After a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Well, this defense for the Colts, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
First carry here for Ken Walker. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll drop to throw. The catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 37. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding. What we've got.
And you know, Depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him. And
to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught at the 7. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 23 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started. They expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. First and 10, Taylor now. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll look to throw here. Out to his left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a give to Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Colts at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you business.
A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Colts! A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have moved out in front.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
It works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Open man is Denzel Mims. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his man Johnson. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. He'll look to throw. This complete to Lockett. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Back to throw again. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. That is caught by Mims. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the offense will burn their third and... Final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Well, go ahead and mark that down as one of the most bizarre first down calls in the history of the National Football League. A fake, and it backfires.
But we've seen a lot of
first down.
Yeah, you're right. And we've seen a lot of innovation throughout the years in the NFL. I mean, we've gone from the single wing to the T formation to shotgun, right? Running spread, run and shoot, you name it, right?
To first down field goal
First down field goal fakes. I think that's an innovation that will not catch on.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, and they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. The Panthers trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we head up to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. Mac Jones has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Patrick Mahomes, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football from the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could... not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Look at end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll set up a throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time looked well for a solid gain.
Slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Nifty move. 137 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a 1st down. He'll decide to keep this once more. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Three quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the 4th. Off the option, here's Taylor. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Colts are on their way to a start. Back to throw now on 1st down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Leaping, and he makes the grab. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Hines. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 1. It's caught. Lockett. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he wisely will throw that one away. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted. Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. Touchdown. Juwan Johnson, 28 yards. And they'll start on the ground here on first down. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Lockett. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 14. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Escape, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now back to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. A big one coming for kicker Eddie Pinheiro. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the 2nd half. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting. But in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for the Colts, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
She-Rag got me.
Today, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes, because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
Carr going to throw right away. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 5 catches, 51 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he stopped immediately there.
And there to stop him, Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
On play action, it's Carr. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Carr to throw.
This one left side caught by Collins.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Cougar 19. Cougar 19. Hey, check that. Patton Street.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Ooh, with a juke. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check that. Street. 19 tight. Check. Kill. 49, check 49. Slam. Street. Watch the ship.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
60 vices. Trap 60.
Back to throw here.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Open man there is Collins, complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Harrison Bryant. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Back to throw. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. Second and 9 now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this pass broken up.
The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he'll find Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His the new season. On the draw is Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the counter, it's Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Colts. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. Again, it's Carr. Oh, not not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Seibert's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
Hey, check that streak.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll start up at TIAA Stadium in Jacksonville. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. John Ross, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Colts to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He's got Mason complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Taylor. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second and 13. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw again. This complete to Langford. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. The Colts send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. In his own end zone, it's Carr.
Slant to Adams.
And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was so well timed. Just a perfect throw on the slant.
Hit him on the move, didn't he? Now he's going against the grain of the defenders coming over to try and stop him. That allowed for that additional yardage downfield.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Second down and 5.
Throwing now is Carr. Will find his tight end. That's and he coughed it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Here's Jacobs.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
One more time with Jacobs.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seibert able to knock this one through,
and that'll bring him back within 4.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
A gain there of 30 big ones. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll drop to throw.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
To the right side, this is Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll come out in the pistol.
Taylor is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to go for a big play downfield. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Seibert's kick is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense.
The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Again, it's Dillon.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
The Colts in victory formation now as they take the knee. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals.
Meanwhile, for Las Vegas,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indianapolis.